Hello, church family. Welcome to day 25 of our scripture reading plan. My name is Jacob, and it's my pleasure to give a short recap of chapters 38 through 40 in the book of Genesis. In chapter 38, we see a break from Joseph's story into a story about Judah. Judah finds a Canaanite woman named Shua and takes her as his wife. He has three sons, Onan, and Shelah. Tamar was given to as a wife, but we quickly find that was so wicked that God puts him to death. Judah instructs his second son to honor his brother and have children with Tamar and to be her provision. And we find that Onan may have been just as bad as his older brother. Instead of honoring that custom and providing security for Tamar, he decides to use Tamar for his pleasure instead. Well, God responds to that wickedness with death also. So we see next that Judah doesn't allow Tamar to marry Shelah until he comes of age, out of fear that Shelah may die as well. So he sends Tamar to her own father's house. And as we read on, we find that Judah had no intention of fulfilling that promise. And Tamar is unfortunately bearing the burden of a widow. She is now in this place where she has to fend for herself. And when she finds out about the death of Shua, Judah's wife, she devises a plan. This plan is to meet Judah, disguised as a prostitute, and she becomes pregnant by Judah. Judah can't pay her right away, so she requires three things from him: his signet, his cord, and his staff. These are significant because these are signs of Judah's identity, and they represented his place of power in the world. Without them, he left her as a shamed man. A few months pass by, and Tamar is found to be pregnant. Judah finds out about this and has her brought out to be burned. Tamar reveals the three items to him, and Judah is humbled severely. He commends her and was never intimate with her again. Tamar has twins. The older is Perez, the younger is Zerah. And after all that happens with Judah's family, we see Joseph and the story of Potiphar's wife. She tries to get Joseph to lay with her, and he refuses time and time again. And this goes on until she eventually just grabs him and he runs, leaving a piece of his garment. We see a great contrast between the two brothers, where Judah gave away part of his identity. Joseph gave away evidence of his integrity. The next chapter in Joseph's life is full of God's blessing because no matter the accusations made against Joseph, he knows his innocence and shows great faith in God during his time in prison. And God blesses his faith by giving him good favor with the jailer, who takes no worry in what he tasks Joseph with. His reputation with inmates seemed to flourish as well when two particular men asked him some vulnerable questions. One of them was a cupbearer and the other a baker. Both had a dream, and they inquired Joseph as to what they mean. The cupbearer's dream foretold of his return to Pharaoh's service, and the baker's dream foretold of his death. This had to have been hard for Joseph to do, but he chose truth and honesty. The application I draw from these chapters is simple: run. Yeah, run. When sin and temptations come our way and the pleasures of this world come our way, we have two choices. We can either sell away part of our identity, only to have it used as a means to humble us, or we can leave behind evidence of our integrity. And God's character is seen in his compassion toward the weak. He sees Tamar in her distress and protects her, and he sees Joseph in his trials and blesses his work. Well, thank you all for watching, and please hit the like button and subscribe to get notified of a new video each day as we walk through the Bible this year. God bless you, and hope to see you soon.